Born in 1900, George Huene was a Russian photographer who spent his life working in France, England and the United States. A seminal fashion photographer of the 1920s and the 1930s, Huene's work was published in fashion magazines such as Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. He began his career in fashion by illustrating designs for his sister's dressmaking business in 1921. Soon after, French Vogue's fashion editor Montboucher brought him to the attention of Vogue editor-in-chief Edna Woolman Chase, who commissioned illustrations. By 1925, he began selling fashion sketches to well-known magazines such as Harper's Bazaar, Vogue, Le Jardin de Mode and Women's Wear, and later secured a job designing studio backgrounds for French Vogue's fashion shoots. When a fashion photographer failed to show up for a shoot, Huene stepped in, and so began his career as a fashion photographer and quickly became chief photographer of French Vogue. He held this position from 1926 through to 1935, showing what Vogue writer Diana Edkins described as an incomparable eye and instinct for the uniquely chic and truly elegant. He shared this vision with readers internationally and reflected the unprecedented creative output of art and fashion in Paris at this time. Inspired by one of his predecessors, Edward J. Steichen, Huene developed his own signature style of photography. Through his use of line and volume, and light and shade, he creates strong contrast within his images. Paired with his affinity for using mannequins in his photography, his work reflects a dramatic surrealism that blurs the lines between life and still life. This is achieved by Huene as he posed mannequins as living creatures in real-life environments, and live models as figurines in conceptual settings. An example of such work can be seen in this piece from 1934, which depicts the Pierre Armand mannequin dressed in a Chanel scarf and gloves. Positioned as a real-life model with its delicate hand placement and distracted gaze, the mannequin is presented as human. In opposition, this piece from 1930 depicts Mrs. Hubble in a statuesque position resembling the rigid nature of a mannequin with a reflected blank stare that pierces the lens. George Huene's work for French Vogue introduced a witty elegance to the world of fashion photography. As mannequins are transformed into live models, and live models are frozen into resembling mannequins, Huene's work sparks debate as the viewer begins to question what is reality and what is artifice in the fashion photograph.